Now, the CBS 58 Sports Zone with Scott Grotsky.
Well, my parents always taught me that if you don't have anything nice to say, you don't say anything at all. So I'm kind of in a tough spot here because how do you recap this Packers loss without talking about Mason Crosby's 5 missed kicks? Unfortunately for Mom and Dad, you can't do it. You have to talk about those missed kicks. It is a huge part of what went wrong here. Crosby could not find the uprights, missing 3 times in a horrific first half for the Packers. They went to the locker room down 24-zip. Aaron Rodgers leads a comeback in the second stanza with 3 TDs, but Crosby missing another field goal and an extra point. There was plenty more that went wrong, more than just Crosby, but it's hard to focus on anything else when he left 13 points on the field during an 8-point loss.
Yeah, that one for me is something that I've never been a part of, and I hope to never be a part of again. It's a frustrating one just because, honestly, like I said, pregame was good. Felt solid. Actually, honestly, just every attempt, I felt like I was in rhythm going through. It just wasn't there. So I've done this a long time, and I've never had a day where it wasn't there like that.
I mean, there's nothing really you can say. I mean, everybody kind of understands what went on, and obviously Mason's a pro, and obviously he's not happy with his performance, and he's going to get back tomorrow and break down the film, and we'll make the proper corrections.
That's frustrating. We've been kind of a one-half team, one good half and one not-so-good half.
This is going to be remembered as the Mason Crosby game. There's no way around it when you miss 5 kicks in one game, but Crosby shouldn't take responsibility for the blame alone. The defense giving up 24 points in the first half, 17 of them, though, coming off turnovers, so they had a built-in excuse with bad field position throughout the game. Mike Daniels isn't interested in taking that excuse.
Whenever we get on the field, they have to have that feeling of, dang, I can't believe we had to be back out here with these guys. Like, they should be on the sideline dreading getting a turnover on defense, and we just had to shore up more on defense. We had to do our job. It doesn't matter where they get the ball, we just have to stop them, and that's what we're here for. We have to stop them, and we didn't do it when those situations happened.
It'll take a little while to get the taste out of the mouths of this loss for the Packers players, but for Wisconsin sports fans, it's a little easier just because there's so much going on. For the first time in the state's history, all 3 professional teams are playing games today. Of course, the Brewers in the playoffs, and also the Bucks with their second preseason game. They're playing against Minnesota tonight. The first preseason game couldn't have gone a whole lot better. Milwaukee launched 45 threes, blowing out the Bulls 116-82. First-round pick Dante DiVincenzo is pretty much the only guy who wasn't on fire. He went just 1 for 9 from the field, but while his shooting was a little bit off, the rookie delivered with a team-high 6 assists and 7 boards.
Dante, has been I think a bright spot in practice, and he's just a winner. So I think he's going to get better and better with his shots, and I think he's been killing it in practice, and so I think it'll carry over to the game.
The Brewers are just 3 innings away from the NLCS because Milwaukee's pitching continues to dominate. Wade Miley and the bullpen have not allowed a run yet. They've only allowed 2 runs all series against the Rockies. They lead 4-0 in the 7th. Weirdly enough, the only one of those 4 runs that came on a hit was from a Jesus Aguilar home run. The other one, sac flies and wild pitches. At this point, Brewers will do whatever it takes to get those runs on the board and get another win to clinch the series. Of course, join us tonight at 9 and 10. Christina Tuso and Kevin Holden, both in Denver. They'll have post-game reaction from the Brewers. We'll be back in a minute.